Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Jane-Gardner, and welcome to the Let's Go Live show. Yes, yes, yes. I gave myself a kick in the pants and told myself, yes, let's do a third season of the Let's Go Live show. Because we haven't even covered any of the tools and software that can make your life easier when you do a live streaming or when you do a live show on the internet. So that's going to require some preparation. So we are going to talk about that later. But for now, what I thought I would do is just have a review of what we have done before. And I didn't put in the link to go and see them, so maybe next time. Like I said, this is improv, no promotion, no nothing. It's the third season of the Let's Go Live show. So let's go to the live show and share yourself to connect with your audience. It's a third season, and in the third season, we're going to look at the software and tools that can make your going live on a show easy, fun, and quick. And easy for you to do and create and produce. So big order, but we will be doing some of the current well-known tools that you can use. So this is the Let's Go Live, and I'm Jane-Gardner, and I work with my husband at a structural engineering firm, which I have to get to right after this. So leave me a message on YouTube and I might see it. But for now, I am Jane-Gardner. I work with my husband. I live in Western Canada. Right now we were covered in smoke, but we are okay and we are staying cool, and we are not traveling this year, but we may in the future, and I am an artist. So I have been on the internet for a while, and back in 2018 I got excited at the idea of a TV show. I don't know why. Being able to get on TV on Roku and Fire TV. So I actually, as I say each time, have to update my slide because I now have, I believe, 6 shows, and 7th one coming on Roku. Fire TV now doesn't allow any direct broadcasters to join up, and they're not interested. So it's just Roku now, but Roku has a lot of good optimizations for and making it easy for you to have a show on Roku. So I developed a system which I now call the Profitable Show Roadmap. I should put that up here too. Program. If you've never been on camera, you can go from unknown to having your own TV channel and being a producer. If you take 6 months, and we'll talk about that later. I've got to put a slide in there. I've got to make a note. And yeah, so most of my shows are themed on business, and I have one on finding your purpose because I think that's important. So let's talk about the Let's Go Live show, what we've done in the last 2 seasons. And we'll probably be taking another break at Christmas, so that'll be the 4th season in the spring. Let's Go Live show outline, why you need to go live. We will do that again today because I think it's a very important message. And we talked about mindset for a couple episodes, and we talked about studio setup for like 12 episodes, I think. How to get cameras, what kind of microphone to use, and that kind of thing. And we have a link, which I do not have today, which you can go access and sign up and see all the previous episodes of the Let's Go Live show, especially if you're interested in one particular topic, like getting a microphone. We decided not to do video off camera because, of course, we want you to be on camera. So we talked about being on camera and live streaming. And let's see how far we got. So we did some of the free platforms to go live. We talked about Facebook Live, how to do that. We talked about YouTube. I don't think we talked about LinkedIn Live. I should go review all my shows and see what I've actually talked about. Because I know I haven't talked about mobile. Because it's a bit tricky to, you have to hold a camera. Well, you don't have to hold the camera actually. So maybe I'll do one of those and add that in. And we started talking about OBS, which is Open Broadcasting Software. And I've talked about XSplit, which is what I use previously in my studio setup, but I, of course, can talk more detail about that. And, of course, you can always use your mobile phone to broadcast as well. There's some apps that you can use to do that, especially if you're on location. That would be excellent. I love watching people in Italy eating. But anyway, so we will be talking about paid broadcasting software, Zoom, and we'll talk about XSplit and StreamYard and Wirecast maybe, depending on how reasonably priced they are. Sometimes it's not worth talking about unless you're in a business. And we'll be talking about multi-stream broadcasting software, which I haven't done yet, which is basically the software you need in order to broadcast to more than one platform. So right now I am broadcasting to Twitch, a couple of Facebook pages, and LinkedIn, and YouTube, which is the most important one, I think, for live streaming. So that we will talk about later. And also, what I've added in here is AI. So we are going to be talking about how to use AI to making your live show easier and quicker to create and produce and edit. We're also going to look at some video editors. There's a lot of new ones now that are reasonably priced, as well as we'll look at AI and how you can develop using that to create some videos with you on camera. Off camera. And we'll talk about YouTube and its new restrictions on AI. And we'll be really up to date, hopefully, with AI, looking at the software that you can use. And of course, we'll interview some entrepreneurs with the show and interview some software companies. And I need to get that Get On Camera Challenge quarterly set up this month. And hopefully you'll be the new entrepreneur that I will interview and put on Roku on one of my shows when you have your own show. Because of course you have to be on camera in order to be on TV. So those are the ideas, and I've got to add in a lot more for using AI. Oops, I've got to go over here. I always get confused. Using AI, you can use it to make a video script. You can use it for making ideas for videos. You can use it for making the processes, a calendar, promotions, etc. All kinds of things for video live shows. And emails, of course. Oops, I just have to put that one in. Oh, where'd it go? Went on me. There we go. And emails, all kinds of things. So we'll see. I wonder if I should put that first before we talk about the software. So I'll tell you the one thing about the broadcasting software when I started doing it was, of course, I have to think ahead of time record ahead of time of what I want to show you, because of course when you go look at software on the monitor, you might get double vision as you need to be able to record it first and then show it. So that's kind of like what the show will be. I think that should last quite a few seasons. And obviously one of the things is I also have been doing the Let's Get Visible show on Thursdays, and that's starting up again because of AI. because I can go through what I've done before and just add in how AI can make it much easier for you to do any of these things. But anyway, that's for me to think about for tomorrow. But what I wanted to say about the Let's Get Visible show is there is some information there that I haven't done on the Let's Go Live show. So I will have to go and review that and maybe look at whether or not I actually did anything about live streaming and why you should be doing live streaming. I think I have, but I'll have to go look. So there I am. I'm babbling now. So let's go and review again what we said before, which is, why aren't you seen? So let's go and say why you need to go live. So you need to be seen. You need to be, people need to get to know you. They need to get to trust you. I'd like to think if you've been watching my show for at least 3 times, you have a little idea on who I am. And of course, those people who like you will stay, or they will come back to see what you have to say, or they will come and watch your recordings. And because no one else is doing it in your niche, then this is a good time for you to be going live. Because it attracts an audience of people who want to hear what you have to say, because you will be seen as an expert and even an influencer just by being on camera. And these are statements that I know you know are true, because all you'll have to do is go to Instagram and see the kind of people who seem to be influencers without really having done much, especially on TikTok. But anyway, because other influence will be attracted by you seeing that you are willing to be on camera and share your wisdom, because others will want to get on camera with you to share in your spotlight. Why aren't you going on camera on a regular basis? Do you only go on camera when selling something on a webinar? Are you afraid of being on camera? Are you afraid of being imperfect and making mistakes? Well, let me tell you, I make plenty of mistakes, as anyone who watches my show knows. Are you afraid that no one will be interested in what you have to say? Are you afraid that you aren't an expert, so you shouldn't be sharing? That is so untrue. There's always someone who knows less than you on any subject. Are you overwhelmed by all the tech you need to know to be on camera? Well, we can solve that problem easily. Are you unable to take the first step and get yourself on camera? Well, we can also solve that problem for you. And are you inconsistent with sharing on camera? Well, that is also one of the most important things is to be consistent. Do you feel invisible? Your first step is asking yourself, what's holding you back from going on camera? Are you feeling self-conscious? Do you hate the sound of your own voice? Do you have a fear of looking unprofessional? Then are you technically challenged at the idea of going on camera? Well, there's lots of software nowadays that make it real easy, including the ones that I haven't even shown you, which is probably a good idea. I should show you some very easy ways. I mean, I think now that everybody was in the pandemic and they had to get on camera in order to do work from their remotely, from their home, I think we've all sort of overcome that technical challenge of Zoom. So maybe I should do Zoom first. I don't know. We'll have to. I haven't done Zoom yet at all. Nothing. Then I do it all the time. So if you're someone who wants to learn to be on camera, who wants to try and be consistently going on live on camera because they know that's a good way to sell, or you are someone who does it all the time, please come to the Facebook group, Step in Front of the Camera for Coaches, Speakers, and Consultants. And you can go to, obviously, facebook.com groups and search for Step in Front of the Camera. And the one that says Step in Front of the Camera for Coaches, Speakers, and Consultants, that's the one you want. I will try and get back more in there. But I'll tell you right now, one-on-one, here we are, one-on-one I do have a heartbeat group, and it is called Step in Front, and I'm thinking maybe I should just get it so that it's very easy for people to join that for free, and because you can put people in there, and then you have a private place that's for sure private, and it'd be easy to get to because I give you the link, and you can share what you need to share about being on camera, as well as your questions and such. But of course I haven't set that one up yet. You know me. So this is a kick in the pants today, and I am getting started on the 3rd season. And for those of you who don't have my book, and I do have more things I can give you, let's go back to the presentation, and you can sign up at http://jane-gardner.com/live, and you'll get on my list and immediately get the 7 steps to produce your first show, as well as other resources. I've got many more, but for now I'm going to leave you to it, and we will see you next time for sure. It says my video signal's good, so I'm still live. So that was 16 minutes. That's not bad, but at some point I'm going to have to reduce. I'm going to have to do more than 16 minutes. So for those of you on LinkedIn, bye. But for now, yes, I'm going for everybody, and we'll see you next time. Not sure. I'm going to have to reorganize my outline, I think, and let's try doing AI and see what we can do to use it to make